My name's Joanna Hogg. I'm the Operations Coordinator for the Aquatic Facilities in Tweed Council. So I joined Council back in 2017 after the 1 in 100 year floods, and there was still a lot of recovery that was happening. This time in 2022, the latest flood, we had a lot of undulation come down over the road and into the pool, which left our pool full of mud and silt. And within the last month, we've only just been able to get that removed from the pool, and now we're going into repair. So we have our challenges with climate change. We went from a drought to COVID to flooding, and these challenges are huge on the community and surrounding, and the pools are very important to people's lifestyle and well-being. So I've worked at a range of aquatic centres, and in Sydney, on the Gold Coast, and I'm now at Tweed Council. The building at Murwillumbah, we don't seem to have some of the maintenance issues that I've dealt with in the past. The corrosion is minimal, and we have a preventative maintenance program that works very well to ensure that we have that ongoing life cycle of our equipment and fixtures. So Council has always had a very strong focus on renewable energy and reducing emissions, and prior to this project starting there was a real focus on its impact on the environment. Things like orientation of the building, sun control, ventilation of the facility. So those were key goals for the facility as far back as with the design. Moving forward, we've had the benefit of that with regards to the atmosphere within the indoor area of the pool hall. You come in the morning, and every so often you'll smell the chloramines, and then within 30-40 minutes of taking the blankets off, everything's disappeared. We've got our louvers open, ventilation's coming through, all the doors up, and we're able to move things through the pool hall. We had our energy. We've measured our energy consumption, and it's come back as one of the lowest energy consumptions for aquatic centres, and we're really proud of that. But it doesn't mean we've finished. We've added solar, we've looked at LED lighting, we're continuing to look at our water strategy and our energy strategy.
The original intent for the Tweed Regional Aquatic Centre was to supply the Murwillumbah and greater regional community with a facility that was flexible, and not only was it a local pool, but more so international attraction for swimming meets. So one thing that we looked at is how do we solve fresh air intake into the centre. So looking at getting fresh air in at the patron level on ground was foreseen to help push the chloramines with the cross ventilation and get the air moving much more effectively and efficiently. The Kingspan AquaSafe panel was perfect for this situation, as it had an internal lining that was impervious to chlorine attack. It was not in Australia at the time, and we had to source overseas specifications to make sure that it was right for the situation. I see the success of how the project came together coming down to not only the team that was working on the project from our side, but the openness and willingness to listen to that team from Council's side, the stakeholders. The team did comprise of architects, engineers, project managers, but we also had the pool builder in early, and we also had a facilities manager, management expert. So it was a complete package for the track facility. In creating a flexible building, it's always good to hear after we've finished and left the project that the operators are tinkering and adapting the facility to how they need it to run. For example, the operator at the time would phone us up and tell us that he's worked out which louvers to open, how much to open them, and the doors, so that overnight they wouldn't have the build-up of chloramines, and when they would walk in the morning, they could open up the doors and not be hit in the face with chlorine.